What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Alex here, and today we're kicking off something big. I've got for you your ultimate 2025 buyer's guide to choosing the right DTF printer. Whether you're just starting out or leveling up your business, you are in the right place. Now, if you have been curious about the buzz around DTF printing, or you're ready to get serious, take the dive, you just need to choose the right printer, this series is going to be all for you. I am going to be breaking it down into 3 categories for you guys: home-based and hobbyist printers for those who are kind of just dipping their toes into printing. And then we also have the small-based business machine. So this could be like someone who is in their garage printing, maybe somebody who has taken the leap and they're in a small studio, something like that, but it's going to be for the hustlers and those startup pros. But finally, for those of you who are interested, we are also going to have the final part in the series be for those commercial grade monsters, the big leagues. Each of these videos is going to focus on each of the categories, with today's focus being that hobbyist printers. But at the end of this series, we are going to be able to find a perfect match for no matter your goals, budget, and space requirements. Here's the deal, guys. DTF printers, they are not one size fits all, and picking the wrong one, yeah, that could cost you big money, not only in time, but in headaches as well. So stick with me guys, and I'll make sure you get it right. Alright, so in today's video, we are starting with the first category, home-based and hobbyist printers. If you're looking for an affordable, compact machine that doesn't take up your entire living room, but still delivers stunning results, you're going to want to watch all the way to the end of this video. All right, guys, grab a coffee, sit back, let's dive into the amazing world of DTF printing. Before we dive into the printers, let's take a quick crash course on DTF transfers. What are they, how they work, and why they've taken the custom printing industry completely by storm. DTF stands for direct to film, and trust me guys, it is a total game changer in how we create custom apparel. Here's the gist of how it generally works. Step 1, you print your design onto a special PET film using a DTF printer and DTF inks. Unlike other printing methods, DTF allows for super detailed, vibrant prints with no color restrictions. Step 2, once printed, you have to apply a heat-activated adhesive powder over the design. This powder is what makes the prints stick to the fabric. After that, you cure the powder by heating it with a heat press, curing oven, whatever it is, until it bonds to the ink. You need to make sure that the adhesive hits that right threshold for the temperature. Finally, you use a heat press to then transfer that DTF transfer onto the garment. So you transfer the design from the film onto the garment using a heat press and a little bit of pressure, and bam! You've got a stunning, durable print. So what really makes DTF printing so amazing anyways, Alex? Well, let me break it down for you. That's a great question. Number 1, it's gotta be the versatility. Unlike some other methods that only work on certain types of fabrics, I'm looking at you, sublimation, DTF transfers can be transferred to pretty much anything. Cotton, polyester, blends, leather, even wood. It's perfect for expanding your product line to whatever you're looking to decorate. Number 2, that's got to be the durability. These prints, they are built to last. They can withstand regular wear and tear and washes without fading or cracking. And then number 3, the soft feel. With DTF transfers, there is no stiff, plasticky vibes here if done correctly. DTF transfers are soft and flexible and give you that premium feel. Now, let me just interject here. I mean, obviously there's people who are trying to sell you DTF transfers, DTF machines, who are obviously going to say that, right? They're a little bit biased. I would say when it comes to premium streetwear, apparel, screen printing is always going to be the GOAT, no matter what. It's just that with DTF transfers, it really unlocks being able to produce high quality premium garments at lower quantities. But with that, you also are not limited by any of the colors. So like I said before, one of the great things with DTF transfers is the vibrant colors. The inks used in DTF printing are incredibly rich, making your designs pop on any fabric. Number 5, the ease of use. It is a straightforward process, even for beginners. With a bit of practice, you can produce pro-level prints right from your home, right from your desk. Whether you're making shirts for your friends, selling merch, or you're running a full-scale business, DTF Printing gives you the tools you need to create stunning, high-quality products without breaking the bank. And the best part? It's accessible to everybody. Hobbyists, commercial printing operations, garage hustlers, everybody now has access to printing high-quality apparel and selling and making a business. But okay guys, now that you know how it works, let's talk about finding the right printer for your needs. Stick around and we'll dive into the first category, home-based and hobbyist DTF printers for 2025. All right, kicking things off with the home-based printer category, this one is going to be for the creators out there who are just starting their DTF journey. Or maybe you're printing some custom designs for fun, for personal projects, for gifts for family, friends, whatever it is. If that sounds like you, this is the category you're going to want to pay attention to. So I think you should start by asking, how do you even know if a hobbyist DTF printer is right for you? First, if you're new to DTF printing and you need something that's easy to use, this is where you're going to want to start. These printers are beginner friendly and perfect for learning the ropes. Second, if you have limited space, like a small home office or a corner of your garage, these compact machines won't take over your entire house. And finally, if you're working on a budget, these printers offer fantastic value without that huge financial commitment. Diving into our first printer, the Roland VersaStudio BY20. If you are new to DTF printing or running a home-based setup, this printer might just be the perfect starting point for you. It's compact, user-friendly, and delivers professional quality results, all without taking over your entire workspace. This desktop printer is built with beginners in mind, offering a smooth, frustration-free introduction to DTF printing. At 42 inches long by 25 inches wide and 25 inches tall, it's small enough to comfortably fit in a home setting, but powerful enough to produce vibrant, high-quality prints. Weighing in at 137 pounds, it's sturdy, but it's manageable for a smaller space. One of the standout features of the BY20 is its cartridge-based ink system, meaning you will have to use Roland's ink cartridges, and while this may seem like a limitation at first, the arguments for it are that the system does ensure consistent, reliable results, and especially if you're just starting out, that can be a really big benefit. Plus, Roland does have a reputation for having excellent customer support. I don't have any experience myself, but this is just what I have heard from tshirtforums.com from some of you guys in my comments. And this printer comes with a 1-year warranty for that peace of mind. When you purchase the Roland VersaStudio BY20, you're getting everything you need to get started right away. And guys, I should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but none of these products are sponsored. I am not getting paid by anybody to make this video. All of the links down in the description, they are not even affiliate links. I am not making any money off of telling you the products in this video, and this video took me about like 20 hours to completely research and make for you guys. So I really would appreciate it if you guys could take the time right now to leave a like on the video, get subscribed if you haven't. I post daily vlogs on this channel Tuesday through Saturday, as well as a video like this every Sunday. So if you guys are interested, you're in the DTF industry, you're looking to learn more about the DTF industry, please hit the subscribe button and leave a like on the video. But let's get right back into it. You get the BY20, the printer itself, a starter set of inks, powder, and film, as well, depending on if you buy it from DTF Superstore, a DTF University subscription to help you learn the ropes. I don't know how valuable that is myself. I haven't done it, but that seems like something, if you're just getting started, that would be a great starting point to kind of get you going. And yes, it includes the Roland's VersaStudio software, which features an intuitive interface, handy maintenance alerts, and VersaStudio even gives you the access to Roland's complete color library and Pantone libraries, making it so that you can spot color match really easily, and it's a complete breeze. The BY20's workflow is simple and streamlined, perfect for somebody who's just getting their feet wet in the world of DTF. Here's how it works. Number one, you start by designing in software like Flexi Designer. You can adjust the document settings and even send the file directly to the BY20 for printing. And speaking of printing, for more advanced tweaks, use Versa Studio RIP, where you can edit and refine before actually sending it to the printer for printing. Number three, it features a front-loading system, which makes it super easy to load your ink and film. No longer are you gonna have to bend down in the back to put the film on. With the front-loading system, gone are the times of that. And number four, with the built-in dual heaters, the BY20 cures ink during the printing process. You still do need to fully cure the transfer, but it does give you that semi-cure before you go ahead and apply the adhesive powder. But get this, guys, this was something that honestly I didn't see coming. It comes with a fully functional vinyl cutter. I mean, that makes it a versatile tool for creators looking to expand their offerings into vinyl as well. But that was something that I hadn't seen before, and I thought was something to note. The 20-inch printing capability makes it great for personal projects, small runs, or even starting a side hustle. It produces 2.34 square meters per hour, which, if you guys are keeping notes, is nearly double the speed of its sibling, the BN20D. One of the most convenient features of the BY20, white ink circulation. White ink circulation means that it can sit idle for longer periods of time without requiring constant cleaning. This is a huge win for those who might not be printing every day. But on that note, speaking of that daily operations, maintenance on this machine is as simple as running a head cleaning and a nozzle check when you start the machine up at the beginning of the day. You can go from setup to printing in 3 minutes. I mean, how easy is that, right? But what's the catch? While the BY20 is an affordable printer compared to, obviously, the commercial big boys, keep in mind it doesn't come with a shaker and drying system. You will need to manually apply and cure the adhesive powder unless you invest in additional equipment. And while the Versa Studio RIP is functional, I would say it's unfortunately missing some advanced features and quality of life improvements you'd find with more professional RIP softwares like Digital Factory. If you find yourself printing for maybe more than 4 hours a day, upgrading your software and possibly even your hardware might be worth considering. So who should consider the BY20? It's ideal for hobbyists who want to start printing vibrant professional quality designs, home-based businesses that need a compact, reliable machine, and beginners looking for a low-maintenance, user-friendly introduction to DTF printing. If you're not ready to dive into the deep end with a larger, more complex machine, the BY20 gives you the tools to get started with confidence. The BY20 strikes a great balance between affordability, performance, and ease of use, making it a fantastic option for newcomers. But if you're looking for something with a little bit more of a punch, or a machine designed to handle possibly small business operations, stick around, because up next, we're going to be diving into the Prestige R2 Pro from DTF Station. You're not going to want to miss it. Now, let's take a deep dive into the DTF Station Prestige R2 Pro, a printer that brings serious power and functionality to hobbyists and home-based printer businesses alike. Whether you're just starting out or you're ready to scale your production, this desktop-sized machine is packed with all of the features designed to make your DTF printing journey smooth, efficient, and incredibly rewarding. Now, this isn't just another hobbyist printer. This isn't any old hobbyist printer. The Prestige R2 Pro is designed to bridge the gap between entry-level and production-grade equipment. It offers impressive speed, reliability, and advanced features while maintaining that compact footprint that fits into most home or small office setups. Let's talk about what makes this printer so special. Number one, Number one, and at the heart of the Prestige R2 Pro, are its dual Epson i1600 printheads. These are a big deal. A big deal for two reasons. Number one, speed. This setup allows for faster production, clocking in at 30 to 35 square feet per hour. That's more than enough for creating a steady stream of custom t-shirts, tote bags, or really whatever projects you have. And then the other, the reliability. With two printheads working in tandem, the R2 Pro ensures a consistent, high-quality prints, even during long production runs. Number two, the white ink management system. Now, as you guys know, white ink is crucial for vibrant prints on dark fabrics, and it is notoriously tricky to maintain. The Prestige R2 Pro solves this with an automated white ink stirring system that keeps the ink properly mixed and circulated, they claim. This, again, they claim, prevents clogs to ensure that you have a smooth and easy operation with printing your transfers every single time. These are all claims that I haven't substantiated myself. I do not own this printer, so these are claims that you're going to have to take either at face value or verify yourself. Possibly if there is other channels who do have this printer, maybe you could talk to them, get the actual scoop. Unfortunately, these are two printers where I just skipped them and jumped right into the next category, the next video that is coming later. So I don't have necessarily the actual hands-on experience with them. Your mileage may vary. Make sure you are always verifying all of the things that the manufacturers are saying about the machines, and it is important not to take them at face value. Trust but verify. But the number three feature that makes this printer stand out from the crowd is the auto cleaning technology. Maintenance is where a lot of printers can trip you up, but not this one. The R2 Pro features passive auto cleaning, which means when it's left on, the printer automatically maintains and cleans the printheads every 4 hours. It also has what they call active auto cleaning. During printing, it can pause at set intervals to clean the printheads. This ensures optimal performance without you really having to lift a finger. And number four, the fourth amazing feature about this printer, this is something that the DTF printers that I just got in my shop just came out with. The two that I originally bought, they didn't have this on them. So this is a really nice to have and a pretty new thing that DTF printers have been coming out with, and that is the head strike sensor. The Prestige R2 Pro also includes a head strike sensor which can detect potential issues before they cause any damage to the printheads. I can literally speak from experience that on one of my printers that did not have the head strike sensor, the printhead completely smacked into the side of the printer one time. I don't know what happened, but it was going at speed of which it was printing, but then something happened and it just smacked right into the wall. So if it did have that limit switch on there, that sensor, that wouldn't have happened. This feature can save you a lot of time, money, and speaking from experience, frustration. And then, guys, this is kind of something that we talked about with the Roland that I was not the biggest fan of. But that is something that you don't have to deal with on the R2 Pro, and that is because they have 1 liter bulk ink tanks. That's right, I said tanks. Now, unlike printers that use small, expensive ink cartridges, the R2 Pro supports bulk ink tanks with a capacity of 1 liter. This means that you'll have fewer interruptions, lower costs, and the ability to handle larger projects with ease. Everything about the R2 Pro is built for convenience. Its intuitive control panel and clearly labeled components make operating and troubleshooting easy. Even if you're new to DTF printing, the way that they have gone about just the ease of use of this printer really gets a thumbs up in my book. This printer isn't just powerful, it's also versatile. You can use it to create custom t-shirts for family events or small business orders, personalized tote bags, makeup bags, or accessories, unique gifts or one-of-a-kind home decor items like throwaway pillows, wall art. I don't know, literally your mind is the imagination. With its high resolution printing, 720 by 1200 DPI, the R2 Pro produces vibrant and detailed designs that stand out on any fabric. Now, the R2 Pro is a powerful machine, but like most DTF printers, it works best as part of a system. To unlock its full potential, you'll need a few additional tools. Powder curing heat stations for one. You're going to need a way to cure that adhesive powder once you've applied it to your film. And then number two, if you do plan on applying the DTF transfers yourself, you don't plan on just selling the transfers as is, you're going to need a heat press. A 16 by 20 is recommended. That kind of gives you a good range for all of the different sizes that you might need to put onto a t-shirt. And then you will also need a fume extractor. These DTF printers, they can produce some nasty fumes. You're going to need a way to manage the fumes during the curing process. And then again, speaking from experience, you're going to need a humidifier to keep your room's humidity above 50%, which is essential for optimal printing performance. If you're scaling up, you can pair the R2 Pro with additional equipment like the Miro 13 or the Sesimo M16, I think it is, powder shaker and dryer for a streamlined workflow. Speaking of workflow though, the R2 Pro, it integrates seamlessly into your creative process. Number one, you start by designing in your favorite design software, or you can use the included RIP. They include what they say is DigiRip, which DigiRip is essentially just like a white labeled version of Digital Factory, which if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I am a big proponent of Digital Factory. I absolutely love it. I would pay any amount of money for it. It is extremely worth it for me and my business. Digital Factory offers advanced features like file preparation, color management, and so much more. Loading on your film is as easy as setting up your job and letting the dual Epson print heads handle the rest. Applying the adhesive powder and using one of those curing stations as well as one of the powder shakers can really speed up the process. And then finally, if you do plan on intending to transfer them, no matter if you're buying this one or the Roland, you're going to need a heat press of some kind to transfer the t-shirts onto the garments. Transfer the transfers onto the t-shirts. With a daily output of up to 180 pieces based on the 12 by 14 designs over an 8-hour period, the R2 Pro is more than capable of handling high production demands. But who would I say the R2 Pro is for? I would say the R2 Pro is ideal for hobbyists looking for more speed and reliability than a basic entry-level DTF printer, home-based businesses who are ready to make the jump and scale production, but they don't want to necessarily jump right into commercial-grade equipment. Also, creators who want a user-friendly printer that delivers on professional results while keeping the long-term costs low. The Prestige R2 Pro is a versatile, reliable machine that offers a lot of bang for your buck. Whether you're printing for fun or profit, this printer has the power to bring your creative ideas to life with ease. Next, we'll dive into how the Prestige R2 Pro stacks up against the Roland BY20, so you can decide which is the right fit for you if you haven't already decided so far. Stay tuned. All right, now that we've covered the details of the Roland BY20 and the Prestige R2 Pro, let's break it down. If you're still on the fence, I'm here to help you figure out which one is best for your needs. Think of me as a trusted friend who's really just trying to help you decide between two ultimately really good options. And again, like I said, I'm not being paid by any of these manufacturers, by any of these distributors who are selling the machines. Nobody is paying me a dime to make this video other than you who are this far along into the video and still watching on YouTube. Again, shout out. I appreciate you. Let's start with the ease of use. The Roland BY20 is hands down the most beginner-friendly option. It's got that cartridge-based ink system, which, yeah, it can be more expensive in the long term, but it's super easy to use. It's super easy to maintain. Plus, it has Roland's VersaWorks software. It's simple, it's intuitive, making it perfect for someone who's new to DTF printing. Now, the Prestige R2 Pro is also a user-friendly machine, but I would say it's a step up in complexity. It uses those bulk ink tanks like I said, so there's a little more to learn with that, but you will ultimately save money on ink in the long run. Plus, it does have those auto cleaning features, making maintenance a breeze, so you're not spending so much of your time fiddling with the printer when you could be printing and creating. If speed is your thing, the Prestige R2 Pro, it's going to pull ahead. It prints at 30 to 35 square feet per hour, which compared to the BY20's 25 square feet per hour, and with those dual Epson i1600 print heads, it's built for reliability. The BY20 isn't slow by any means, but it is more suited for those smaller batch runs or possibly even occasional use. If you're cranking out shirts for a family reunion, it's perfect. But if you're thinking on taking on more orders for your business, you might feel a little bottlenecked by the BY20. Okay, let's talk about something that I don't think any DTF business owner, DTF operator wants to, but it is important, and that is the white ink management. White ink is always a tricky part of DTF printing, but both printers come with solutions in hand. The Prestige R2 Pro white ink management system is a game changer. It automatically stirs and circulates the ink, which keeps it from separating and clogging. The BY20, it doesn't have an automated ink system for the white, but it does allow the printer to sit idle for long periods of time without issues, Roland claims. So if you are printing not every single day, the BY20 can handle downtime from time to time, but just remember, you're going to want to make sure that you're running head cleanings regularly, as maintenance is something that you're not going to want to put off. But speaking of maintenance, the Prestige R2 Pro, it really does shine here. That passive and active auto cleaning feature, it really makes it so that it can take care of the print heads almost completely on its own. Plus it has that head strike sensor, guys. That thing, I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. These print heads, they are outrageously expensive, more than you would think, and it can prevent damage if something goes wrong during the printing. The BY20, on the other hand, is a lot simpler to maintain. It doesn't have those advanced auto cleaning features. It's a lot more of a manual process, but Roland has, for what it's worth, made it pretty straightforward. I would say here, if you're somebody who wants to, like you're a set it and forget it type of person, the R2 Pro might be a better choice. Both printers though, both printers are versatile. They shine in different ways. The BY20, it has a unique edge with that vinyl cutting capability. I've never seen that before. If you want to expand into vinyl decals or signage, this feature, it can really add a ton of value. It also has those built-in dual heaters, which can cure the ink during the printing, semi-cure the ink during the printing, and save you a lot of steps in the process. The R2 Pro, for what it's worth, is built for higher production volumes. It's got that more advanced ink system, the head strike sensor, and those faster print speeds. If you're thinking long-term, the R2 Pro has more room to grow with you. But let's talk money, guys, the million-dollar question, because that is a big factor for most of us. Both the BY20 and the Prestige R2 come in at $8,495 when you do buy it from DTF Superstore. So the upfront cost is the same, but when you look closer, the R2 Pro gives you a little bit more bang for your buck. Here's why. The R2 Pro includes that DigiRip software, which is basically a white labeled version of Digital Factory, a much more advanced and versatile rip compared to the BY20s. If you're serious about color accuracy and more importantly streamlining your workflow, this is going to be a big advantage. And then instead of dealing with cartridge-based ink systems, which are going to end up costing you an arm and a leg over time, like the BY20, the R2 Pro uses those bulk ink tanks, and this not only reduces your long-term ink costs, but also will allow for fewer interruptions to refill, change out those cartridges. Bulk ink tanks are especially useful if you're printing at high volumes, so while the price is the same, the Prestige R2 Pro can ultimately save you money and hassle over time. Especially guys, if you're planning on printing regularly and scaling up your operations. If you're new to DTF printing, you have limited space, or you just want something simple to set up and use, the Roland BY20, it's a no-brainer. It's compact, reliable, and comes with everything you need to get started right out of the box. Plus, Roland has that customer support, which is a top-notch need for beginners. On the other hand, if you're ready to take your printing to the next level, whether that's faster production, higher volume, or saving on ink costs, the Prestige R2 Pro is where it's at. It's a powerhouse with features that make it worth the investment, especially if you're running a small business and you want that headroom to grow. So there you have it, guys. Both the BY20 and the Prestige R2 Pro are fantastic printers, but the right one for you depends on your goals, your budget, and how you plan to use it. If you're still unsure, drop a comment down below with your questions. I would love to help figure it out. And don't forget, this is just the first part of our 2025 DTF Printer Buyer's Guide. And in the next video, we're going to be exploring printers for small businesses, garage-based setups. So make sure you guys are subscribed, hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when it comes out. And if you guys would like to know anything more, you have some DTF printers that you would recommend in this category, drop them down below and we can all gain from the information. But for that, guys, I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Check this out.